Well, Tennessee's at it again, and this time it's not the fans that are embarrassing themselves. It's the university and the football team itself. But it looks like Tennessee is under investigation yet again for cheating. Again! They're still on probation from the cheating they were doing 2 years ago under Jerome Pruitt. And they got caught buying players in the McDonald's bags or Chick-fil-A bags or whatever it was. Now, there's been no official notice of allegations or anything like that handed over to Tennessee yet, but they are actively under investigation for what is being considered quote-unquote major recruiting violations surrounding and regarding NIL. And right on cue, the Tennessee dummies are out with the usual defense. It's the Michigan defense, the Florida State defense from a few weeks ago, whatever. So it's just the go-to defense when you're caught cheating. But everybody's doing it. Yeah, which I love that. I love the but everybody's doing it defense. Because basically what you're saying when you say that is everyone's doing it. We're just too fucking dumb to get away with it. Tennessee has a special needs football program. They just have a hard time coloring inside the lines. And it looks like they may have been caught yet again. Now, what this is involving is the recruitment of Nico Iamsbalevellaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeavealaeaveala NCAA, so it's completely possible that nothing comes of this. These things go in steps, right? There is usually an accusation made by somebody, whether it's self-reported by the university, which is never the case with Tennessee, or whether it's someone from the outside, or whether it's just an NCAA investigator stumbles across something. Whatever it is, something comes up and an investigation ensues, right? That's the step we're in now. Something has been alleged against Tennessee, and the NCAA is investigating it. We'll talk about exactly what it is that's been alleged in a second. The next step is going to depend on what the NCAA finds initially in their initial investigation, which they're doing now. If they find any evidence or any reason to believe that this may have occurred, they, of course, then will issue a formal notice of allegations to Tennessee. A full investigation will ensue. Tennessee will have all the rights under due process and everything under the NCAA in terms of how that investigation unfolds going forward. But anyway, basically what is alleged to have happened at this point is that a group of boosters basically paid Nico while he was in high school through use of a private plane, the $8 million contract that they had him sign, all while he was a high school student, not a player or a student at the University of Tennessee. And of course, the NIL is supposed to pertain to current college players. So again, we can debate back and forth about how much of a deal, if a big deal at all, this is or not. I don't know. So it's a similar thing sort of going on at Florida with Jaden Rashada, right? They sort of got caught offering him a bunch of money while he was still in high school. Now Rashada ended up backing out of that, or Florida didn't really have the money, depending on which story you believe. And so Florida never actually benefited any from whatever they may have done around the Jaden Rashada recruitment, whereas Tennessee obviously has benefited by going ahead and signing Nico, I'm about to leave you. But again, the allegations, or at least the reports that are out there right now, a group of boosters got together and paid Nico. We've all heard about the $8 million contract, and apparently gave him use of a private plane while he was still a high school student. And that's sort of the basis of the allegations. So, we'll see what comes of it. But it's funny. I've already seen a lot of Tennessee fans, like I mentioned, with the usual defenses. Well, everyone does it. Okay, well, so you're just too dumb to get away with it. It's basically, the everybody does it excuse is so ridiculous. No, they don't. Everybody doesn't do every form of cheating known to man. That just can't be true. So like Michigan gets caught stealing signs electronically. What do their fans say? Everybody does it. Tennessee gets caught giving players money in McDonald's bags. What do Tennessee players or fans say? Everybody does it. Florida State, with their allegations from a couple of months ago, was the first thing the fans want to say. Everybody does it. Florida with the thing in Jaden Rashada. Everybody does it. Ole Miss got caught under Hugh Freeze buying prostitutes for players. What do the Ole Miss fans say? Everybody does. Everybody is not doing every form of cheating. You're cheating and you're getting caught. That's it. That's it. You're cheating and you're getting caught. Now, what could potentially make this really, really bad for Tennessee, I touched on this in the beginning, they admitted guilt a couple of years ago with the Jerome Pruitt stuff. They basically raised their hand and said, yes, guilty as charged, right? They then fired Jeremy Pruitt. They didn't have to pay him any buyout because they fired him for cause because he got caught cheating. So they basically admitted to cheating so that they could fire him without cause. But along with that came, I believe, a 5-year probation period for Tennessee. And if you know anything at all about college football and the NCAA, it's one thing to get caught doing something. You get your little punishment. Tennessee basically paid an $8 million fine. That was about it. That was about the extent of it, really, under the Jeremy Pruitt thing. A couple of other little things, too. But that was basically the extent of it. But they're put on a 5-year probation period, right? You cannot get in any trouble under that probation period. The punishments then are amplified. If you are caught doing something wrong while on probation for doing something wrong, the punishments tend to be increased. So to me, that's the risk here that Tennessee is running, if anything comes of this. And I have no idea if it will or not. I don't, it could be that this is all a giant nothing burger. I don't know. It doesn't look good or sound good right now for Tennessee. But again, who knows? And then you add in the fact that they're currently on probation. If anything is found, if any wrongdoing is found in this new investigation, I would imagine the punishment would be up a notch or two based on the fact that they're still on probation from just 2 years ago, getting caught under Jerome Pruitt. But we got to stop running around every time our teams get caught cheating going, well, everyone does it. I don't remember seeing a bunch of Tennessee fans running around defending Michigan saying, well, everybody does it. No, you were throwing Michigan under the bus like the rest of us were. Why? Because they cheated and they got caught. If you cheated and got caught, you got to take your medicine too. This whole everybody does it thing, or my favorite one that they're saying right now is, I'd like to see the NCAA try to do something. They ain't got no power. They can't do anything. Oh yeah? Is this the same NCAA that just bit you over 2 years ago? $8 million fine, loss of scholarships, had to fire your entire coaching staff. That NCAA has no power? Okay. Aren't you still paying them off from the last time? Whatever. I don't know. Tennessee, these teams, look, here's the thing with Michigan, right? Miami 25 years ago. These teams cheated and won titles. These teams cheated and were good. These teams cheated and achieved their goals and objectives, right? They looked around, they went, we're pretty good, we're not quite good enough. We're going to have to cheat or bend the rules to get where we want to go. They cheated, they bent the rules, they got where they wanted to go. They've got the trophies, their fans have the memories of national title seasons. What does Tennessee have? A bunch of fucking 5 and 6 win seasons and 19 coaches during the internet era. That's it. God almighty, if you're going to keep cheating over and over again, eventually don't you have to win something? My God, y'all haven't even won the SEC since last century.